Again, everyone, another video going to be covering today about dealing with narcissists. What do we do with the knowledge that we've gained from our experience and interactions with these type of individuals? We're going to get into that and go over some things about that, and cover some aspects on once we've received the knowledge, we understand, how do we move forward with that knowledge. Well, obviously, you do want to take that knowledge and apply it to your understanding and use it to benefit yourself and help navigate you through situations in the future. More importantly, with this knowledge, it's about what do you do to remodel yourself and how you operate and engage with people. Because obviously, again, in many cases with these individuals, if we really look deep inside at the core of it, it was something that they saw in us or from our behaviors that told them that we would be viable, suitable targets for them to go after, right? It was something in the way we behaved, something in the way we, how we moved, our persona, our swag, whatever. It was something that they saw within us that gave them the green light to come for us, right? So, in many ways, we have to go back in and dissect and look at our behavior, based on the knowledge that we've learned from these individuals. We have to go in and this is where introspection comes into, where we go within and we look at, what was I doing? What things were I, when you take it in and you question yourself, what things were I allowing to fly by your sensories, your inner radar? What things were you, putting up with that were clear red flags that you knew you shouldn't have, right? What things were you entertaining with this individual or making excuses for with this individual that you know you shouldn't have? You have to go back and reassess all of the things that you knew weren't right, but yet you made exceptions to your own rules. Because this is a big part, guys, what helps this order be able to reside within your surroundings. A person who is disordered in that way to be able to reside within your surroundings. A lot of this comes from us making exceptions, giving them a pass and allowing them to still, operate, within close confines of where you are, or in a situationship or a transactional type of situation with these individuals. Because again, we don't call these relationships because it's never a relationship to the narcissist. So we have to also look at what ideals do we have of something being significant based on how we wish for them to be in our minds. We have to understand that if we are not being grounded ourselves in reality, we can be swept away by someone who wants to paint a picture or illustrate or be the artist to your own illusions, right? So meaning that if these are things that you see in your mind of how you want a situation to be or wish it would be that way, there has to be something to pull you back in to ground you to the reality of maybe it can't be that way, right? Because in a lot of ways, the narcissist picks up on your strongest desires and they begin to reconstruct, in a reenactment of what they think it is that's closest to what you have embedded into your inner psyche or fantasy, that you may share certain things with them, your certain ideal situation, or this is the type of person I always said I wanted, or something like that. They will go ahead and reenact that out so that it almost appears like you are getting exactly what you wanted from them. But in most cases, and this is where we fool ourselves and allow ourselves to get carried away by an illusion that we ourselves aren't grounded in reality too, and get swept away by it. And this is how they are able to entertain so many so effortlessly, is through their own fantasies, through their own ideal interpretations of what things should be or what things shouldn't be, right? So, a big part of gaining this knowledge is understanding the importance of being grounded, of being planted firmly in reality, being a realist, being practical with yourself first. Everything to protect yourself starts with self, starts with you as the individual, okay? And if you apply the knowledge properly, it will keep you grounded. It will keep you, in hindsight, to where you can have a better understanding of how you work and how to not get carried away by your own mind as well. So, gaining knowledge is only beneficial if you sincerely and diligently put in the effort to truly master, understand, and change the things that were not right or were not operating sufficiently for you to keep you in the best state that you can be in the best position that you can be in, right? So that is of the utmost importance. You have to go back, use that knowledge now to go within yourself to start, you know, rearranging and identifying the things that are, disastrous to yourself. Identify behaviors that you may display or carry out that are disastrous to yourself. Once you are able to do this and correct these issues, it corrects other issues by default in a lot of ways sometimes as well, because now your perception changed, and when the perception is changed, you are able to see what was yet before unseen, meaning that you can correct or deal with it differently in accordance to how the information is processed to you. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to share about this video on obtaining the knowledge and what to do with it. A lot of you have been asking about the ebook course, training the Anti-Narcissist Awareness Training Academy ebook that I have put out. It's a course, and it covers a lot, everything from, the jargon, the language, rebuilding self, recovering, protecting, defending yourself. All of that is in that course. Was available and we had it available to be redistributed, tongue tied, excuse me, but available to be redistributed, and so that you guys can gain access to it. It's a course that covers and many things in details. I mean, it's pretty comprehensive. It has some quizzes and all that in it, to really align you and get you caught up on stuff. So it's been out for a while. It's one of the first projects I came out with. I'll leave it in the description box where you can get your copy. I do believe it's discounted now too. And also the award-winning documentary we got an award on for Best Independent Film of 2018, The Departure of Empathy documentary, also available too as well to you. So yeah, you can go check that out, guys. I wanted to make mention of the ebook though, because a lot of people were still asking how they can get a copy of the Training Academy course. And I'll leave it in the description box. Till next time, guys, like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll talk to many of you soon. Have a good one.